Hangout is now live. Yay, it's live. Yes. 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 We're live. I'll take a bong rip. Dan, why do you smoke so much? Because I like to. Why do you smoke cigarettes so much? Why do you have so much table salt? Why do you eat so much sugar? Why do you eat so much milk? Why do you watch so much TV? Why don't you get your act together? But you're concerned with me smoking some herb. Dan, why do you smoke so much? Why do you jerk off to pornography every night and every day? Why aren't you honest with yourself? Why aren't you honest with your friends and family and your significant other or your partner? Why do you use them so much? But you're concerned with me and a little plant here. Dan, why do you... Well, my dad just had a successful open heart surgery, a triple bypass. That's good news. I still have a father. That's good news. I would like to have Josh from Drunk News Network come in, and I'd like to have Karen B. Good old Karen B. I'd like to have her on the FlatCast panel. Well, we're gonna see what happens. Now, Drunk News Network, I'm sure will show up here in a little bit. There's a few things I wanted to talk about with him and with Karen. And I'm gonna watch a couple of things for you and read a couple of things for you after I take this delicious bong rip. Righty then. Woo! Hey, what's up, Katie? Tim Truth. What's going on, Tim Truth? Thank you, Katie. That's very nice of you. Oh, shite. Okay. All right, let's watch some shit here.
Okay, turning on.
Katie, I'm still trying to get a fucking ride to the fucking Flat Earth Club. Oh, nice. Hey, thank you, Dominic Capitacasa. My old buddy. He just subscribed to my channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're listening out there, Dominic, why don't you chime in the chat room? Tell everyone, how's it going?
Honest.
So, okay. Well, Josh is on. How you feel now? I feel really good, Katie. I feel very fucking good. Alright, so this is Terrence McKenna reading Sailing to Byzantium. Byzantium.
Sailing to Byzantium.
Sailing to Byzantium.
That is no country for old men. The young in one another's arms, birds in the trees, those dying generations, at their song falls the mackerel-crowded seas, fish, flesh, or fowl, commend all summer long. Whatever is begotten, born, and dies, caught in that sensual music, all neglect monuments of an aging intellect. An aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick. Clap its hands and sing, and louder sing, for every tatter in its mortal dress. Nor is there singing school, but studying monuments of its own magnificence. And therefore I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium.
City of Byzantium, huh? I'm gonna have to do some research into this Byzantium.
O sages standing in God's holy fire, as in the gold mosaic of a wall, come from the holy fire, hang in a gyre, and be the singing masters of my soul. Consume my heart away, sick with desire, and fastened to a dying animal. It knows not what it is, and gather me into the artifice of eternity. Once out of nature, I shall never take my bodily form from any natural thing, but such a form as Grecian goldsmiths make, of hammered gold and gold enameling, to keep a drowsy emperor awake, or set upon a golden bough to sing to lords and ladies of Byzantium of what is past or to come.
Huh. No, I never heard of Byzantium. So,
well, let's talk about friendships for a minute. Here's how you know someone.
So, how to know your true friends?
Well, let's talk about friendships for a minute. Here's how you know if someone's your friend. A, you can tell them bad news, and they'll listen. They won't tell you why, you're stupid and why that bad thing happened to you, and how something worse happened to them once, and, derailed the whole conversation. You can actually tell them bad news, and they'll listen. So that's a good thing. And then this is a weirder thing. You can tell them good news, and they'll help you celebrate. And that's a really good way of deciding who you should have around you. Because if you have someone around you, something good happens to you, you're kind of afraid to even admit it because, God, something good happened to you. It's like that, and they'll certainly be taken away. So, you come out and you sort of tell someone half-heartedly that something good happened to you, and they give you a whack and then talk about, the great thing that happened to them 3 years ago, or worse, the great thing that happened to someone that they knew 3 years ago. It's like, go away from that person. They're not helpful to you. And they're not helpful to themselves either. Years ago, or worse, the great thing that happened to someone that they knew 3 years ago. It's like, go away from
that person. They're not good for you. You can't even fucking tell people good news about yourself without them fucking talking about a good story that happened to themselves, or about a story that happened to somebody else. Stay the fuck away from those toxic fucking people. They're not there to help you, and they're not there for you.
From that person, and they're not helpful to themselves either. And so you want to surround yourself. You got to think about this. You got to surround yourself with people who want the best for the best part of you. You can hang around with weasels and losers that are trying to pull you down to justify the fact that they're spiraling downhill as well. And you know, the upside of that is you don't have to have any responsibility. You can all whine about how wretched life is, you know, so that's pretty attractive. But I would say it's also a bad medium to long-term plan. And so it's acceptable and desirable to try to surround yourself with people who are facilitating your development. You know, and you might say, well, I've got people around, I know them well, you know, they're not doing that well, and they don't fit into that category. It's like, what's your point? What are you going to do with them exactly? If they'll listen and cooperate with you and move towards a better future, great. If they don't pay any attention and they keep doing the same damn things over and over and they're not going anywhere and it's painful, then maybe the proper thing to do is say, you just have your misery. I'll go off and have my life. And maybe you'll wake up at some point in the future and think that's a better way of being. With it is, well, they call that enabling, right? You put up with that sort of behavior, you're providing tacit consent for it and even tacit approval. It's like, it's a bad idea. You have, I would say, both the right and the responsibility to surround yourself with people who are good for the best part of you.
Ah, good old Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is smart as fuck. I've watched a few of his lectures. Fuck yeah, John Rich. Give you a John Rich. John Rich. You just got yourself a wrench, John Rich. What's up, Tim Truth? Yo, KDO. Thanks for being out there. What are you and Matt doing tonight, Katie? Yeah, like and share this. I'm actually gonna you know what? I'm gonna read this real quick. While I'm waiting for fucking Josh of Drunk News Network to fucking hop on the panel, I'm gonna read this. This is apparently this is a chapter from a book by Alan de Botton. And it's apparently the Book of Life. It's not that long. Take about 5 minutes. So I'll read this while I'm waiting for Karen or Katie or Josh of Drunk News Network. So the importance of having a breakdown. One of the great problems of human beings is that we're far too good at keeping going. We're experts at surrendering to the demands of the external world, living up to what is expected of us and getting on with the priorities as others around us define them. We keep showing up and being an excellent boy or girl. All this magical feat off for decades time without so much twitch or crack. Until suddenly one day, much to everyone's surprise, including your own, we break. The rupture can take many forms. We can no longer get out of bed. We fall into a catatonic depression, of all-consuming social anxiety. We refuse to eat. We babble incoherently. We lose command over a part of our body. We are compelled to do something scandalous and entirely contrary to our normal selves. We become wholly paranoid in a given area. We refuse to play by the usual rules in our relationship. We have an affair, ramp up the fighting, or otherwise poke at a very large stick in the wheels of day-to-day life. Breakdowns are hugely inconvenient for everyone, and so, unsurprisingly, there is an immediate rush to medicalize the problem and attempt to excise it from the scene, so that business, as usual, can restart.
What are we talking about here, buddy?
Oh, what's up, dude?
Oh, I got a few minutes. I've been trying to work on that project all night. I keep fucking it up because I'm stupid. Never.
All right, let me forget about that for a second. We have more important, pressing issues. We have Josh of Drunk News Network here, folks. I'm putting on my
You're acting
enthusiasm.
You're acting like I'm actually somebody who matters.
That's not. Stop talking like you're a weak person. Don't say things that weaken your constitution.
Oh, it doesn't. No, there's a thing between weakening and being realistic. Because like, nobody knows me. Who am I?
Hey, what are you talking about? You get to talk to some of my childhood heroes. You know, like the Iron Sheik and and people that I love recently, like the Trailer Park Boys and actors that we love, and singers and rappers like Diabolic and some other people in the future. I mean,
oh yeah,
I take lessons from everyone, Josh. I really do.
That's how I do it. That's why I like the YouTube videos when it teaches you how to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just taking the lessons. So what I'm trying to do, like, I'm gonna give you a lesson tonight. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to like CNC carve something out in this pattern and then laser etch on top of it, and I can't get it. Just fucking it up. We're gonna have to get on some YouTube videos and figure out what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, and I also noticed this guy I have on the panel. He's been in the 3D laser printing business for, I don't know, probably like 5 years or something. But so he keeps upgrading his 3D laser printing system, and he's getting better and better at it. And now he's actually he printed out a 3D flat globe.
Oh, fuck, you were talking about me? I thought you were talking about somebody else. Yeah, we did the flat Earth globe. Here, we'll show you.
And it's even on a gimbal.
Oh, it's got to be on the gimbal, buddy.
Look at that, folks. I mean, if you want a flat Earth, what is it called? What is that called? A flat Earth model. If you want
a flat Earth globe.
It is technically a flat Earth globe. That's why I said that. So if you want an exclusive Drunk News Network flat Earth globe, he sells them for $700 on his.
$650, bud. We're on sale right now. $650.
But yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really, really awesome.
Well, I'm gonna open an Etsy store, and I'm gonna call myself the Flat Earth Globalist.
Honestly, I know somebody. Yeah, I gave you that name too, by the way.
I know. I told you I was going to steal it too.
Okay. But yeah, God damn it, that's a genius name too. I'm about to switch my backup channel, GPS Globehead SubGenius, to the Flat Earth Globalist real quick before you do it.
Hey, you first.
But where do you live now? Where do you live? New Jersey or?
Well, Canada? I'm close. I'm about. I would say a half hour from the Jersey border. Half hour, 40 minutes.
And I'm going to be moving back to Buffalo for a little bit here recently.
Oh, that's fucking like 8-9 hours for me. No, is Buffalo 8-9 hours?
It's not that bad though.
No, I think it's like 4 or something.
It's not that bad. I can find an excuse to go over there. I can do some investigations on old museums or libraries.
Yeah, like there's a spot by Buffalo, I believe it's Islam Town. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
I want to do an exclusive over there. That's what I want to do. I want to be like, yo, what's up with these training camp videos that I've seen online? Just curious. Just curious. I'm not going to insult nobody. I'm just curious, you know? You want the bong rips yet?
Yeah, I'm taking a bong rip. Have you seen Diabolic just go off lately on Twitter? Just he's been going completely bonkers on Talib Kweli.
Oh, that's been a long time coming. Talib Kweli's a racist fucking asshole.
Seems to be. He talks a lot about white supremacy. And doesn't really.
My theory is on it, and I'm talking to you being a Mexican and me being a fucking Lithuanian. When you inject race into every goddamn subject, there's something like, why? What's the point? You're looking for attention, in my opinion.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, yes, you are correct, sir. Yes.
That's my opinion. I'm sorry if I assumed you were Mexican. I'm just, I just go with my stereotypes of how, screen is.
Yeah, no, I have part spick inside me. That is true.
Whoa, that was a little racist there, buddy. Come on.
Well, it's like a gay person being able to call themselves faggots or whatever, or say the word faggot. They're allowed to.
Well, it's not even being gay. My theory for the word faggot is I've been called faggot my whole life. I'm allowed to use the word. That's my theory. Because when I was a kid, I always had long hair, listen to music, rock and roll music. I was always faggot. Hey, faggot, you got long hair, faggot. That's all I ever heard.
Oh, so you've always had long hair?
Always. Well, except when I was on heroin. I shaved my head, and I was going a little bit American History accent at that point. But
that was a great movie.
That was a great movie. I remember seeing that curb stomp for the first time. It disturbed the fuck out of me seeing that because I never even heard of it before. I saw it in the movie, and I saw
Was that Edward Norton?
Yeah, when he stomped the black dude's head and like he made him bite the curb. I was like, whoa, people do that? That was fucked up.
I just binge watched the entire Sopranos, just all the seasons of that. That was good. I mean, I already watched a bunch of them, but I went through the whole thing, and now I feel like I'm a new man.
I watched that one time since it came out. I have to rewatch that.
Excuse me.
Man, you need a new camera. You got these horizontal lines, these blue and red lines across your screen.
Yep.
Well, you use a laptop camera or you use a webcam?
It's just my laptop camera.
Oh, okay.
Let's check out the chat room here. Oh, there's John Rich. I gave him. Is Josh SG?
I don't even. What I thought that was a stupid fucking stupid gaylord, and I said yes.
Yes, I am.
I'm not sure what.
Is Earl your buddy? Earl Thibbert?
Nope.
Oh, okay. What's up?
I just jumped on. I didn't share a link or nothing, buddy.
Now, Katie, does anyone anybody else want to hop on? John Rich, Jordan Peterson. Okay. Yo, what the fuck is an SG? Seriously, is he a shooting guard? What do you mean? Like, does he play basketball? Is he a shooting guard?
I don't know. I'm assuming with the G, it has something to do with globe in it.
A sphere globalist? I don't know what
that's what I'm thinking because it has G in it. You know what I mean? And we're on the flat Earth, or the flat Earth SubGenius.
No, he's
you're
a
flat Earth globalist. Right?
Is Josh a SubGenius? Is probably what she's saying.
I don't even know what that is. So probably those. No, definitely not.
Honestly, dude, you'd be a perfect SubGenius. I wish more people would come out as being SubGenius, but I feel like they're afraid that it'll ruin their reputation.
I'll give you my honest opinion on that one. I feel like I don't know what it is, and I feel like I don't need to label myself as anything, so it's not.
Yeah, you're not one of those people. Well, actually, that's what a SubGenius is. It's a group of nonconformers, and so it defeats the purpose. But it's like here I'll
it's like an oxymoron wrapped in an enigma and wrapped in a conundrum.
It's a religion that is honest to.
Once you said religion, man, you just killed everything. Everything.
Well, the religion, the only thing that we're concerned about is getting our slack back. That's the only. Like, you were born with original slack, not original sin. And
what's slack? Define that for me. What's slack?
Well, slack is. I mean, since you're a pink boy, you don't know. You never. If you're asking what it is, you don't know what.
Right? You know what it is. Have to define what pink boy is, because I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Oh, a pink boy is someone who's going to burn in hell, and because they're not a paid official member of the Church of the SubGenius.
So if I pay, I won't burn in hell.
Yeah, you'll get your salvation back.
Okay. How much? How much, man?
Actually, right now, the Church of the SubGenius is offering a special holiday deal. It's save 2 souls for the price of 1. So you can either
I could save myself twice or give one to a friend.
Yes, exactly. Or you can not give it to your enemy. So yeah, it's exactly like you just said.
Well,
It's
You
only
don't have to buy something
$35.
and give it.
Only $35 or triple your money back, and that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. And Josh, I'm not kidding. I became a SubGenius in somewhere in 2014 or 2015,
Right on.
And this obviously after the flat Earth thing. But I knew what it was years and years ago, but I started doing research into it because that's just what happens and what I do, and so then I looked into it. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, these people take this shit seriously, and like these are like.
I got a research question for you.
What?
Do they accept PayPal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Word. I'm in, man. Fuck yeah! As long as I don't go to hell.
Oh, dude, it's you get your soul back, and it's triple your money back guaranteed. And I actually have proof that I got my money back.
When can you collect? When can you collect the money back? How long does it take?
Honestly, it'll be soon. You will get irrefutable proof that J.R. Bob Dobbs is an actual deity and being, and you'll come in contact with him, and I have.
I have no idea who that is, but I heard deity, so.
Oh, J.R. Bob Dobbs is the prophet of the Church of the SubGenius. He's basically the god of. Well, he's one of the gods. There's a few other ones that we don't necessarily. There's anti-Bobs. There's there's false Slack. It's not only is there a real Bob. There's anti-Bobs. There's Slack. There's false Slack. There's a fake SubGeniuses.
Shills, right?
Huh?
They would be also defined as shills, right? The fake SubGeniuses.
Technically, they just are false prophets. The false SubGenius, the fake Bobs.
Last time I ate mushrooms, I ate like fucking 2/8 of mushrooms, and I did talk to God. I made this fucking tinfoil. Here, let me show you. I made this.
Yeah. Tell me the story. Tell me the story when you ate.
I want to put the tinfoil hat on first because I had to make it. All right, you see, I made that.
Yeah.
What I did was I ate 2/8 of mushrooms, and I figured out I could communicate with God Himself as long as I was wearing this device and as long as I was eating mushrooms.
It was just the mushrooms, but
no, when I took this off, it was gone. It was literally all this. I can get close to it if I take some acid. I could get a little close to it, but mushrooms is what really sets it off. But you put this on, it's straight like it.
It was psilocybin mushrooms, right?
Yes, of course. What else? So I'm not talking about fucking what are those called?
Shiitake.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, shiitakes. But right now, I'm feeling God a little bit right now. You can communicate with God via this. I better take this.
Hold on, but tell me what you were saying. What were you guys talking about?
Honestly, I was talking about Bitcoin.
Really? How long ago was this?
Last year.
Interesting. Now you got my attention. So what were you guys talking about?
No, he told me where it was going to go. He said he predicted everything. You could go look on my Facebook right now. You'll see all the posts of where I predicted where it was going to go, and every time I predicted it was going to go there, it did.
So I'm very upset at myself because I was talking about it like 4 months ago when it was around 3,500, 4,000, and I'm like, damn, dude. I'm like, I actually have. Like I have that in like cash. I can buy that.
Oh shit! And John Rich just sent me a money request via PayPal for SG payment.
Wait, what? Wait, so he gave you the money to become a SubGenius?
He just requested $100 from me for SG payments to join the group. Oh fuck, that's hilarious.
Damn, dude, hold on. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Bitcoin.
But yeah, everything was predictive to me from Bitcoin.
So, dude, I know you've made a good substantial, thousands of dollars off of cryptocurrency.
I've made tens of dollars. Tens of dollars.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, come on.
Add it up. It's a lot of tens of dollars, right?
I know a lot of people and a lot of completely different people, different countries, completely different personalities, and they have men, women, spiritual, quote unquote, unspiritual, fucking, and they all have Bitcoin and they're all making money.
Well, no.
And
See, the whole thing is when you're saying, oh, they have Bitcoin and they're making money. That just having Bitcoin does not equal making money. I could go buy a bar of gold and I'm just holding it. That's something you own. It's like buying a house. It's like buying a car. It's an asset you own. What
Yeah,
you're
you
doing,
hold-
you're buying it, like predicting. It's exactly kind of like gambling. You're buying it,
It's like-
saying, "Oh, it's going to go up." You're basing, what you see. I autistically have fucking right here Bitcoin meter, a ticker right above me on the screen. I have one in the living room where I just autistically watch this shit night and day. Just watch the prices, and I can see when it goes down. You know when to buy, then you know when to sell. That's all it really is. Just holding Bitcoin. You're not going to make a dime off of just holding it. Because
well, yeah, you got to hold it for,
and then sell it later.
and then as soon as it goes up, and then you fucking get rid of it, and then you reinvest.
Exactly. You got to buy when it's low and sell when it's high. It's like, but I hear so many people because it's getting with the normies with the Bitcoin. They're like, if I buy one, I'm going to be rich. All I got to do is buy it and hold it, and I'm going to get gains off of it. It's not. It doesn't work like that.
Exactly. So I'm super butthurt because I could have bought like fucking 5 Bitcoins, a couple.
But you know what? Everybody could have bought it back then, but you didn't. There's no fucking, there's no point in regretting on it. Like it didn't happen. Get over it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
There's so many people. It's like now that I actually know how to buy it, I could have bought this thing a few months ago. You didn't. There's no point in fucking getting upset over it.
Well, it makes me upset because I was actually talking about it outwardly, and
we're too. Dude. Like I follow all this shit. Everybody, it's the same fucking thing. Oh, 4 months ago, if I just would have just spent that. I just would have did that. It's if you're gonna maybe you just
right.
You just do it. That's what I did. Just one day you just do it and say fuck it, try.
So now that it's going back down, and once it goes back down to the level, I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna go.
This morning it hit. When I bought back in this morning, it was at $11,020. It's back up to 15,000 right now. I think.
Look at that! You already made 4,000 if you get rid of it.
Well, it's just you got to watch the trends. You got to pay. It's all literally. Oh no, sorry. It's actually back down to 13,270, but still, it's up.
See now, Karen. How do you feel? Karen just joined the FlatCast. Lovely Karen. What's going on, Karen? Karen B.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. I'm glad to finally have you on.
I'm sorry, I haven't been listening. I just finally made it over here. I have no idea what you've been talking about.
Smoking crack and Bitcoin.
No.
Well, it's kind of true because that's how you were originally able to buy the crack online. You bought it with Bitcoin.
Shut up, you idiot.
Yeah, Silk Road, right? Off Silk Road.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Josh was showing off his flat Earth globe. Made a 3D printed flat Earth globe made on a gimbal that I think that he should mass produce and sell because he can make hundreds and thousands of dollars off of that, and that's an amazing idea. And
amazing idea.
And then we were talking about Bitcoin for a little bit. I was stroking his balls and stroking his ego up because he actually invested in it and did it instead of me being a dummy and just talking about it and not doing it. And
well, but the whole thing, it's gambling, buddy. Like it's hard.
It is gambling. It's one of those things where it's like you don't ever put any money into something that you're not willing to just piss away.
Yeah. But you could also consider it's like investment when you see like the fucking what is the fuck? I can't even remember the names of them right now because I'm fucking hammered. But like those investment companies, like if you just do it like fuck, what is the name? Merrill Lynch. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. You just do it like they put on their commercials. There's no guarantee of return. It's not insured. It's a risk. They put that on their fucking commercials. Charles Schwab, shit like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that. Unless see what I think is if you want to invest your money right, fucking buy shit you can actually use in the future. Buy fucking food or fucking get some land, plant a farm on that shit. That's shit you can actually use in the future if you get hungry.
Exactly.
Bitcoin or fucking stocks, you ain't gonna be able to eat that.
Yep. Let's see here. Karen. Now, actually, this is a very relevant and convenient time because Globebusters, my buddy here and Karen's good buddy, he was disappointed at me because of my recent video with the Bitcoin and the Flat Earth conference, and I was like, it's like, dude, it's just what I may have insinuated, and I insinuated that there was a connection, but
A connection between what now?
Between Bitcoin and the conference?
Yeah,
well,
and that's like,
might have paid for their tickets using Bitcoin.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, that's silly. That's
I point out how the logo looks like the Bitcoin logo of the Flat Earth Conference looked nearly identical to and everyone was complaining about the fucking Flat Earth Conference logo. Everyone's like, the logo. And then I suddenly had a epiphany, and I'm like, oh, it's exactly like the Bitcoin. And then I realized, oh, I'm like, the people who are the main people of the Flat Earth Conference, they all have Bitcoin, like Jaron and Robbie Davidson, and it's like, and it's like, it was just a quick little thing that came. And I'm like, oh yeah, no big deal. I like Jaron. I'm glad that he makes money.
Like also like it's easier if you see an image you like and you want to base your company, you kind of just steal off design the logo from that. It's easy. Just you go to Google and just take some images and just redesign them.
But I don't know. Everyone's been calling each other out. There's been so much ridiculous drama in the Flat Earth recently in the past 2 months, and even globe heads noticed it. I had dinner with the scientist, archaeologist, comedian that I debated on stage in the first.
Can I ask you a question? What would you describe me as?
You're an I don't knower.
I think you're more of an I don't care.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that you're an I don't knower and mostly an I don't care, but I think that's just an act that you.
No, I live my life like this. If I haven't seen it, it doesn't exist.
Okay, I mean, there's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can say some stupid little cliche things that you'll never see it until you actually. Oh
no shit! You never.
Sometimes people only see it when they're ready for it, or when they. It's like, I don't know. It's just strange. It's no big deal. But
that dude who built the fucking rocket out in California, that was, or I don't think, was it California? The dude who was shot. What's his name? You know it?
Mad Mike Hughes.
Okay. I want to see what he comes back with. I'm curious.
Okay, well, Mad Mike is not there to prove flat Earth. It's to promote flat Earth research. There's no way he's ever gonna prove flat Earth from a steam-powered rocket that barely goes 1,500 feet in the air. I'm just hoping that guy doesn't freaking kill himself.
Well, yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, all the flat earthers are hoping that he doesn't kill himself, because then, like, hey, look, and then the media's gonna hop on that. Look at this idiot flat earther that killed himself trying to prove that the Earth is flat. It's like, no, he wasn't trying to prove that, and it's like he's already injured himself in many. It's okay. I'm a limo driver. Like, he's a.
Oh, fuck, I've done it a lot of times myself.
He's an ex-limo driver, you know, like, he's not Evel Knievel, but he's doing a crazy stunt that most people would never do. Strap themselves in a rocket.
I'm looking at that and I'm like, fuck, I used to make paper mache that looked like that when I was younger.
Yeah, but what he's trying to do then is he's trying to break his own record that he already established. And then once he breaks his own record, that will all the news stories will go to him, and so then he's trying to raise money to go even higher, even faster. So this is just the base test, the beta test, basically.
Well, why doesn't he just send fucking cameras up and like fucking weather balloons? So it seemed like it'd be
because anybody can do that. Everybody.
Yeah. Well, he calls himself a stuntman.
That gets you to see what you want to see, though. That's
yeah, but anybody can do that, and it's like Dan said, he's a stuntman, he's a daredevil, and I think people find it more interesting.
Yeah, I got you.
He's also trying to rival. He's trying to do it on the Super Bowl, the day of the Super Bowl. So he's trying to steal revenue and viewers from.
Dude, no, what he should do is fucking set up a GoFundMe to buy a Super Bowl commercial for it.
Oh my god! Do you know how expensive those are? Though you would never.
Oh yeah, you're right though.
Well, fuck it. Even if he didn't make it, like you set up the campaign, at least he'd be able to keep the money to be reinvested in the rocket or something.
I just don't see that happening because people are going to know. They're going to be like, "Dude, you need like $1 billion."
No, fuck. I think what was it last year? Let me Google.
Like
Hold on. I think it was like 2 million.
It's at least $1 million.
At least.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to.
There's ways to do it. Oh fuck. Okay. Holy cigarette. $166,000 a second.
Jesus, tap dancing. So if you can do a 15-second video, that would be over $1 million, $1.5 million about.
No, it'd be like it'd be almost 2 million. Hold on,
About $1.5 million. About 2 million, about $1.5 million. So for 15 seconds,
it would be 2 million, 2.5 million.
Wow.
Almost exactly. Yeah. 2.5 million will get him a 15-second commercial.
Wow.
He should set up a GoFundMe page and try. At least he could keep the money if he doesn't make it. Okay,
It took the church.
If we had $2.5 million, the last thing I'd want to do is do a fucking commercial during the Super Bowl. There's so much stuff you could do in Flat Earth with $2.5 million.
I'll never work another day in my fucking life.
I seen a meme that said, "Oh shit." Echo?
A little bit.
Which one is that?
Boy, I gotta fucking quit. This router's fucking up again. God damn.
Karen,
okay. I'll be back, buddy.
Was it me?
All right. Yeah, it is you, Karen.
How was I echoing? Am I echoing now?
No, I'm echoing. You're not echoing.
Oh, okay.
Just mute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And then when you want to talk, it'll. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't have any problem with anyone, except for a certain fucking self-important asshole who's a thief. So I don't have any problem with GB Glowbusters. Let's see here. And we let's see here. Yeah, he was disappointed, but he messaged me and we talked and yeah, he made his stance and position clear, and so did I. And you know, I get hated for and I get a lot of shit because people think that I feel a certain way about. It's like I'm obviously not against all religions. It's just certain religious behaviors and attitudes. That's all. There's just a very specific, and it's always religious behavior and attitude that is just, it's very hypocritical and hostile. And I didn't sense any of that from Glowbusters, so that was nice. Yeah.
No.
No.
They don't have any religious overtones in Glowbusters. It's all about science.
Yeah, I apologized, and I even thought to take the video down, and I still even may, but it's like even Patricia Steer was like, "What's up with that video, Dan?" And I'm like, "What's the point of that?" I'm like, the only point of that video was to point out that the Bitcoin logo and the Flat Earth Conference logo looked very similar, and that some of the main people.
There's a lot of people though into Bitcoin that are in Flat Earth because they consider that sort of anti-establishment, the Bitcoin thing.
I'm living with someone whose brother has made $80 million off of Bitcoin.
80 million? Holy shitballs!
Yeah, he had Bitcoin when it like first came out, and it blew up.
God.
Yeah, so
I remember hearing about Bitcoin when a Bitcoin was like a few $100, and man, I'm telling you, I wish I would have spent like scrounged together every dollar I had, and, like bought some till I could sell it now.
Me too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna be paying attention to that cryptocurrency. I even noticed that Jaron was talking about the Bitcoin like 5 or 6 months ago, and I mean I knew about it then, obviously, but I only started taking it seriously about 4 months ago, and 4 months ago, and then and that's when I was considering buying it, and then it every single day I've been watching it, and it went up to $20,000 up this past week. And I'm like, dude, oh my god, what an idiot! I'm like, if I held on to it this whole time, and since I know that it was going to plummet this past week, just like everyone was talking about, and it's actually very strange that J.P. Sears. Did you notice that the flat Earth guy, the redhead guy, the ultra spiritual guru, he made a Bitcoin video this week that went viral, like all of his videos do. And actually, it was like 2 or 3 days ago, and then right after he made the video, it plummeted. It went down it went from 20,000 to, like Josh said, almost back down to 10,000, and all in a couple days. And Josh, he bought it again when it was at 11,000, and it already went back up to 16,000 in one day, and now it's back down to about 13,000. Close to 14, but I pay attention to all that stuff, and it's very interesting to me, so I'm going to be continuing to pay attention to it. What do you think about all that? I mean, you already basically told me, but yeah, I mean, yeah,
it sounds good, but I just don't have any faith in any sort of currency, paper or otherwise. I just don't. I just feel like money, the idea of money in general is just, how do I don't know what to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just feel like the idea of money I'll put it this way. I'm a fan of the barter system. I feel like
like trading.
Everybody has something to offer. Everybody's got their own skill. Everybody's got their thing that they do, and that's their contribution to society, to how things function. And I feel like if everybody just did their part, then it could work out. But that's sort of like a utopian, I guess, sort of ideal, or like, if anybody knows what real anarchy is about,
Yeah, I do.
not the statist definition of anarchy where they make you think that it's everybody, with masks on, throwing, Molotov cocktails in the windows and flipping over cars. Like, that's not anarchy at all. Real anarchy, the real meaning of anarchy, that's what I envision as like the
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna show you a very quick video of where China is going. Katie Boylan or Powerland the other day about this, and then I seen this video. Check this out. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna mute myself while I find this. So. Well, I guess I'm not going to unmute myself or mute myself. I thought you were going to talk, but so I'm going to unmute myself.
Oh, was I supposed to talk? I didn't.
No,
I thought I just didn't talk.
I figured you would, but I assumed wrong. So let's check this out.
I'm sorry.
No. Let's see here. Yeah, no, I check this out. I'm gonna share. Here we go. All right, check this out. You see this? Karen, could you see this?
Yes, sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. Yeah, I see it.
Check this out. Social credit score.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. I did hear about this. That's fucking ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is crazy shit. It's crazy shit. This
And
is
so, like, people will be walking around you, and they'll see your low social credit score, and they'll look at this loser with his lows. He's actually, and you'll get a low social credit score if you're a conspiracy theorist. Look at this conspiracy theorist. It'll like let everyone know.
oh my god.
Look at.
I've been trying to get a low score on purpose. Fuck you.
Look at trustworthy citizens. Quote in quotes. Trustworthy citizens will find it's easier to travel, and they'll be offering more discounts.
Oh my god.
Just be a slave and you'll get discounts. A low score may impact. Oh, did you see that?
This is why people leave society and go live in the woods, dude. This is why
a low score may impact job opportunities and upward mobility.
Oh, Jesus, who gives a shit? So ridiculous. Look at that fake bullshit. Oh my god, dude. What a fucking joke.
Look at it's like a game.
So are they going to have an app where you walk around and then you hold your phone up and then like with the camera and then above people's heads they're going to have the little score so that you can know.
Yep.
It's like a instead of when you go out dating and like, you know, you go, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" You know, instead of that it's going to be like all you have to do is hold your phone up and look at your little social score. How good of a little slave are you? How many boots do you lick, you piece of shit? I swear to God, dude, I cannot stand this shit. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy, dude.
Well, to make us feel better, let's watch this video real quick. Oh, check it out.
What the fuck? You walking a fucking house, you that cunt.
Let's have a look at it. He said his name is Juarez and he's an asshole. God damn it, what is this? I'm trying to watch Juarez. Oh, it's so random. What is with this fucking algorithms now? Like, this new fucking layout is ridiculous. It's so dumb. Oh, I came to this conclusion 2 hours ago. In the last 10 years, a decade of research, I asked myself, what have I actually prevented? Absolutely nothing. And neither of you. Stay humble. Which cartoon do you think you're living on? Look at 7 years ago, I was talking about net neutrality. Yo.
You see, there was a missile launch as I was driving home. SpaceX.
Oh, really?
Yeah. because Scott calls me, he goes, did you see that rocket? I go, I see this weird color in the sky. It went like up and then.
So SpaceX just blasted near me. Apparently, I could have. Apparently, I could have recorded it.
From Vandenberg Air Force Base in California.
God damn it! I did hear.
The launch would have been at 5:27, which was literally when I was driving home, and Scott called me about it. He's like, "Look up right now," and I looked up, and I see this fucking like a rocket going across the sky. I'm like, "That's not a jet. I've lived here long enough to know what fucking jets look like." I thought it was a missile.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically, a rocket is a missile.
I thought we were doing like, I'm like, are we testing weapons like over California right now?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what all the fires are all
And then
about.
Scott just sent me this information. This was it's from the SpaceX.
Oh yeah,
list.
that's what I was just fucking looking at.
That was tonight. Apparently, that was tonight.
Interesting. Iridium 4 mission.
Yeah.
Oof. Karen, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
Yeah. I saw I guess it was a rocket when I used to live in Sacramento way back in the days, probably almost 20 years ago. A friend of mine and I were driving down, I think it was either 50 or 80 up there in Sacramento. And I remember looking up in the sky and I seen this crazy ass thing way up in the sky, and it had a huge tail on it, and it was like way the hell up there. And I just kept watching it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Dude, it was blowing my mind. I thought it was a UFO. And I kept watching it and watching it and watching it. And then the little light, the point at the very beginning, it's like it was way, I mean, it was probably as high up as it could be in the sky, and you still see it. And I watched it go up, and I watched it split off into 4 lights. It went 4 lights.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God, what in the hell was that?" And I was convinced it was some sort of UFO. But later on, I saw some, after Flat Earth, and you watch a lot of stuff like that. I saw stuff. It was like a rocket. I guess there's some sort of rocket. I don't know what they were doing, but I mean, and plus in that area, there's a lot of military bases.
Yeah.
So I still am not sure what it was, but dude, yeah, there's some crazy stuff. Like most of the I've only ever lived in California and North Carolina, and I grew up and spent most of my life in California, and I saw a lot of shit in the skies over there. A lot of shit. Just crazy stuff. And I had friends that seen crazy stuff, but there's a lot of military over there too. So who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what it is?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weird stuff in the sky. You see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
See, you see these slanted lights?
Yeah.
And you see the moon right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, watch.
The moon giving off the same light as the car?
Look, you see the time? Hold on.
See?
Oh, wow.
Look.
Oh, there it is. See it?
There.
Uh-huh.
See it?
Yes.
See how you see how this is a local light right here. These are the cars.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how it's slanted?
Mm-hmm.
You see how this light's slanted?
Yeah.
And now wait.
Street light coming out.
Oh,
light.
Here's a street light right here. You see how the street light's doing the same thing?
Uh-huh.
And there's my finger. I'm trying to show the little stream of light. I'm like, close lights, and these are the closest lights, and they're really strong. That's the street light it's doing right there. That's the moon. It's really faint. Well, if these are the closest, and that's still local and close, well, that would make sense that it's faint.
Light coming out.
I thought that was quite
all these
fascinating.
Cars, light coming out. Light on. Light coming out.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See it?
Yes.
I got.
Oh, by the way, see the sun setting right there?
Uh-huh.
It's all black.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I just sat right there, and the moon's a little tiny bit of it is lit up right there.
And then
What's going on? Yo, Bobby, what's going on the other side of the imaginary ball?
look over here. It's all. You see all the.
I just don't
I know.
get it.
You see, it's all dark on this over here.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so it's dark over there. You turn around, and it's light. It's just too funny. Oh, and she just tagged me in it. Remember? Look, remember he was just. Sean was just. Sean was just talking about this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she just tagged me in it. She said she's shocked. Doesn't even know what this is. I've never seen anything like it.
Did she record it?
Yeah, look.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's very similar to what I saw. It's similar.
It looks like smoke. They don't,
The fuck is that?
like, man, the smoke is white. The smoke is white.
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
No idea. This is some shit.
What the fuck? Wait, what is that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
so that looks like some SpaceX shit to me.
SpaceX?
Yeah. Yo, Sean, I found that video
What the fuck is this?
of the rocket that just happened. Yeah. Oh, I hate this new fucking algorithm. It's so dumb. I don't even know where to like. Normally, you can click an X to get out of this. It's like I click here now. Like how do I fucking get back? Fucking dumb. Alright, I'm just gonna show my roommate real quick. Pour another drink. I'm gonna listen to this. Oh, the importance of having a breakdown. I'll read the end of that. And listen to this very quick 2-minute eye contact and attraction video by Jordan Peterson. Even though I've already listened to it, and I'll watch it again. Hey, what you go? Fucking amateur. Talking about slowing things down.
Hey, what the fuck is this? I just saw this. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Shit. What the fuck is that, dude?
Curious what the fuck that is.
I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm parked
That thing in the middle.
on the side of the
Trees.
freeway looking at
That's the end of it, I think,
It
dude. I
looks
think
like
that's all the
smoke.
other shit. I think that's the end.
in the middle
I know, but this
of,
thing's like
it
swirling.
looks like, man,
Yeah, that's exactly
the
what I saw.
smoke is white. The smoke
So
is
I wasn't
white.
freaking out like that.
In the middle is interesting.
I think you can still see the trail behind it.
Oh, so that could be what it is then. Okay.
Because it was out there, like, after, like, Scott hung up with me, like, I stopped to, like, watch. And then, like, as it disappeared, there was still this weird, vague chemtrail.
Oh, look. And now they're doing it over Arizona too, apparently. Look, same thing. Sighting in Arizona skies reported.
It's only 3 hours away.
Initially, I wasn't.
It's the same exact thing I just watched.
SpaceX rocket or
This is
something
in
else.
Arizona.
Arizona's not far away, so
Yeah.
it's believable.
Hanford Air Force Base, California. This video recorded
This is live right
from
now.
Arizona looking out toward
42,000
California.
people watching. Jesus.
We are several hundred miles
Look at that thing.
east of where the rocket was launched from. We're in Phoenix, looking out toward California. And
So-
look at that. The ripple
bubbles coming off of the exhaust.
Is this shit SpaceX or some fucking thing they're trying to cover up as SpaceX?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that thing? Well, that's interesting, Karen, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks almost. See how it's starting to spread out?
The same thing I just fucking.
That's very similar to what I saw that I was just describing, except it had gotten past this point and it was already way up in the sky. And when it got way to like super duper high, it turned into four lights and split apart and then disappeared.
What's going on at the payload of this SpaceX rocket? If you have more details, folks on Facebook, feel free to chime in and let us know. I know that we've got some space folks, space geeks on there. I like to think of myself as a space geek, but I gotta admit I didn't realize that they were launching this SpaceX rocket today.
Oh, I thought I was a space geek, but I didn't know that. So now they.
So feel free to add your input if you know what's on the payload of this rocket.
Well, yeah, I'd like to know it too.
But amazing sight from a news chopper over Phoenix.
You see that?
We happen to have our cameras pointed in that direction, and you can see the kind of a ripple effect coming from the exhaust, the back of that rocket, brightly backlit, and intensely.
It's the same exact thing as the other one.
I guess you would say exhaust.
Yeah, it's a rocket.
The only other thing I've seen that's similar is I happened to catch.
Yeah, but what's up with this? Why is there that light and then that light in the middle?
Well, here's what I want to know: what kind of rockets are they launching at night, and why?
Incredible sight to behold. This though is.
What's in the rocket? Why are they launching it at night?
It's so brightly backlit.
The very first ever payload for the International Space Station was at 3:35 a.m. So that was at night too. The very first one.
Yeah, so nobody could see it. Those fuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Shady.
That's exactly what I thought too. What is that? It's like some fucking blue beam shit. That's fucking weird. Might as well, where do I find this video? Ah, there it is. Might as well share it to my group.
Or yeah. The video.
Huh.
4 minutes ago, we happen to have the camera pointing that.
God,
Yeah, we'll do.
it looks really, whatever. It looks really fake.
Yeah, we happen to have our cameras pointed in that direction. Again, this video from a news helicopter over Phoenix. We happen to have our cameras pointed out toward.
Looks like some Project Bluebeam shit.
Where they launched the SpaceX rocket from flame, or the exhaust from the rocket is incredibly bright. That also lights up
This is hurting my head.
And the contrails. So a combination of that, creating this really intense light show on the western horizon, stretched across a good portion of the western horizon, as that SpaceX rocket flew from roughly north toward the south across the horizon over Phoenix.
Hughes passed out.
Huge squid.
A squid. You said it looks like a huge squid.
It does.
Never seen anything like it from the news chopper here. They're launching a satellite, or multiple satellites, as the payload of the SpaceX rocket.
Oh yeah. Satellite.
And this is recorded on the nose-mounted camera, the gimbal-mounted camera. On
Dude, this shit looks like.
helicopter. So we happen to have a.
I can't watch this shit anymore. It's giving me a fucking headache.
What's up, Dan? How's things been going?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just things in general.
It's good. My dad just had a successful triple bypass heart surgery like 2 days
wow.
ago. So that was cool. I still got a dad. That's pretty decent. Yeah, freaking just cleaning up the place. Gonna do one last Cow's Mountain experiment. Remember that mountain that you helped me with the mathematics?
Yeah.
We figured out that the mountain was 13 miles away from 12 or 13 miles away from the ocean, and then that island was 60 miles away, so it turned out to be 72 or 73 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
I could see what I'm saying is I can see an island, a Mexican island, from 72 miles away from merely a barely 1,600-foot tall mountain. So you subtract the amount of supposed curvature in 72 miles. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of missing curvature. How much is 70? Was it like is it close to 10,000? So it's like
I don't even know. I'd have to do the math. Let me see.
it's gotta be.
Let's see.
Gotta be.
72 miles?
72 miles?
Yeah, 73 almost.
Let's see. Well, let's do 72. We'll lowball it. 72 times 72 equals 8 divided by. That's 3,456 feet of curvature.
Yeah,
No, not over a mile. I'm tripping. Miles 5,000, but over half a mile. That's still a lot.
So subtract 1,590 from that.
I'll subtract 1,600, and that still leaves 1,856 feet.
So that's taller than a mountain is.
Yeah, taller than the mountain is itself. Yes.
It's just let's call it empirical evidence. It's so funny. I can't wait to film that island in the next couple of weeks.
Where'd Josh go?
I don't know. He's got shit to do. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the whole thing is just a light show. That's honestly what it looks like. It looks like, honestly, I think that they use a combination of a real rocket and then they just dump it into the ocean, and then they take over with their Project Bluebeam, and they have a light show, and all the news, because that thing that we just watched that's live was almost the exact same thing that came out of San Diego. It's like even the smoke is the same.
What's up with some tarot cards, Dan?
Wait, you want one?
Dude, after the day I've had, I would love to do some tarot cards.
Okay,
My day started at 5 a.m. with a complete clusterfuck disaster.
Okay, I'll go fill up my drink and I'll put on a quick song real quick. I know. We plants are happy plants. Now, I was told by something random that women, they're not fans of the wizard beard. Is this a true a true thing? Do I need to shave myself? Apparently carrying them out.
Do you have to shave yourself for what?
My face.
Why would you have to shave your face?
Because it will increase my copulation abilities. No?
I don't know. Will it? I don't know.
All right, let's listen to this.
It is to, I think the great political task is to refine and accelerate the evolution of language. This has always been unconsciously sensed. This is why writers and poets are intuitively felt by power groups to be somehow dangerous out of all proportion to their numbers or the numbers of their followers. It's because they tamper with the most sacred province of the state, which is the pool of linguistic modalities that allow realities to be concretized. The place to hope for major progress in the evolution of language is in this domain of conveying our emotions to each other. If we could clean up that signal a little, we would all fall into the dance, and it would look a little more like a dance rather than a bargain basement sale, which is how it is what comes off today. If they won't let us take drugs, if they won't let us copulate in the streets, then let us at least be allowed to speak richly and clearly to each other. This is the most subversive activity that we can undertake anyway, because it goes right to the heart of the issue being, how shall reality be defined? How shall we define it, and then how shall we live it? They don't realize you can eat a fucking steak, and then when you're done, you're gonna do something steak. Well, I think the problem is that we have too long ignored the possibility that reality is stranger than we can suppose. I mean, let this reverberate in your mind. Not that means no model will ever work. It means it will always be provisional. That the understanding of what it is will always recede ahead of any epistemic program to describe, enclose, explain. This is all a fallacy. If you believe.
Did you hear that, Karen?
Barely. What did it say?
Oh, dude, it's only 39 seconds, but this is classic Terrence right here.
Well, I think the problem is that we have too long ignored the possibility that reality is stranger than we can suppose. I mean, let this reverberate in your mind. Not that means no model will ever work. It means it will always be provisional. that the understanding of what it is will always recede ahead of any epistemic program to describe, enclose, explain. This is all a fallacy.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It's like no model will ever work because the universe is the one that gave us the abilities to even conceive of models in the first place. It's just so funny.
That's probably closer. That's closer to the truth than what they tell us.
Actually, yeah, it is. It's a lot closer. So you want a couple cards?
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. It's a little shuffling. Oh man, the jackalope. Have you ever heard of the jackalope?
Yes, of course.
the jackalope, to anyone who doesn't know what it is a mythological creature. It's a rabbit with antlers on its head, and there's baby jackalopes, and obviously adult jackalopes with much bigger antlers, and they've been talked about pretty much since the beginning of time as they're real creatures. But nowadays, everyone thinks that they're just like it's a fable, it's a myth that they once existed. But Terrence McKenna met a jackalope with his daughter, walking the grounds at Ascalon. And not only did he meet a jackalope, a baby jackalope, but there was a little tiny man trying to catch the jackalope. And not only that, but the little tiny man was very startled when he saw Terrence and his daughter. And Terrence said, "Okay, now we're gonna turn around and walk away." There's a jackalope and a little man. I hope to meet his daughter and ask her further about that. Like, what exactly did you see? Did you see the little man or just the jackalope?
Hey, BRB, pee break.
Okay. So let's see here. How about
Somehow this concept of connectivity is intimately linked to the concept of complexity. And so really what I'm saying is that the universe is getting its act together. It's connecting the dots. It's bringing everything into co-relationship with everything else. And somehow it does this through the production of consciousness. Consciousness is this integrative function in biology which takes data, which may appear profoundly unrelated, and in fact brings it into some kind of a congruent relationship. We say an organism coordinates a point of view. Well, in a way, what's happening over time is that the universe is coordinating a point of view. And as it does this, it becomes somehow more aware, more self-conscious, more being-like and less thing-like. You could almost say that nature abhors habit. And so it seeks the novel by producing various kinds of phenomena at every level in biology, chemistry, and society. And so there really is a purpose to the universe. Its purpose is this state of hypercomplexification in which all of its points become related to each other, become what mathematicians call cotangent. And it gives the universe the feeling of being imbued with a caring presence. Well, the great watershed difference between the archaic understanding and what is called scientific materialism is the archaic mind understood, in fact, perceived that nature is conscious. Nature is alive. Nature is an organism full of intent. The goal of the archaic mind is to connect with, communicate with, and align itself to this greater Gaian holism, which is sometimes called nature, the great spirit, the realm of the ancestors. But this is what the archaic mind understood and was comfortable with. And in fact, it is true. Our own decision to view the universe as dead, as inanimate, as unintelligent, allowed us, permitted us to dissect it, use it, and deny its validity outside of human purpose. Now the consequences of living like that is coming back to haunt us. Now we have almost destroyed our home. We have almost cut the earth from beneath our own feet. So this impulse toward the Gailanic and the archaic is a survival instinct. At this point, we must give reverence and credence to nature and nature's methods, because no other methods will allow us to work our way out of the present mess we're in. High temperature, high energy resource extraction, commodification, mega agriculture, we're at the end of the rope for these things. So the archaic holds answers, but it only holds answers if we are willing to think of the universe as a living, intelligent entity with which we are in partnership, not set against, but that in fact we are a part of a morphogenetic intent and an unfolding reality that is larger than human understanding. Imagine larger than human understanding.
Okay.
So,
You there?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm here. I had myself muted. I'm here.
All right, I shuffled up. I'm gonna give him one more quick shuffle. All right. Let's see here. Okay, I'll do something called the paradox. It says split the deck into 3 packs and select one. The top card. Yeah, me too. It says the top card of the stack you have chosen represents the here and the now. The bottom card represents the past life influences. Fan the rest of the stack and select one more card. This card represents the insight into the paradox.
What's the name of the card again? The paradox?
This is just the way this is. This layout is called the paradox.
Oh, you're doing a layout.
Yeah, I'll shuffle this one more time real quick, and then I'm gonna take this whole entire deck and go like that. So then I have 3 decks here. So, which one do you want?
Can you back up a little bit? It's kind of blurry. Number 3, the third one.
This one?
Nope, the other third one.
This one?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Oh, right here. All right, so these other decks are not good. This one. So let's see here. It says split the deck into 3 packs and select one. The top card of the stack you have chosen represents the here and the now. The bottom card represents the past life influences. Fan the rest of the stack and select one more card. This card represents the insight into the paradox. So the top card is the here and the now, which I shall just pick up. Now, it's called sharing. That's the here and the now. Kind of looks like a combination of both of us combined.
I was gonna say, does that look like me or am I tripping?
That's totally fucked up. That's really, really weird. Like, that's called sharing. Sharing is caring, Karen.
God, that same phrase went through my mind. You know how many times I've heard that throughout my life? Sharon is Karen.
Okay, this is interesting. This is a major card. I don't think I've ever gotten this one live. That's very interesting timing. She has a candle lit plate with looks like some berries and some fruit. Maybe there's sunflowers behind her. It's nice. All right. So put that there. I'll put this the rest of the stack right in front of me, and I'll read what it says. It's so funny. Is it not me, or does that look like me? It's fucking hilarious. It's so cool because like I've been doing this for a good solid year, and still new cards come, and especially at key time like this. This card is called the Queen of Fire, Mastery of Action.
The Queen of Fire?
Yeah.
The Queen of Fire.
Yeah.
I like that.
It says Mastery of Action.
Mastery of Action. That's good stuff.
It says the Queen of Fire is so rich, so much a queen, that she can afford to give. It doesn't even occur to her to take inventories or to put something aside for later. She dispenses her treasures without limits, welcoming all and sundry to partake of the abundance, fertility, and light that surrounds her. When you draw this card, it suggests that you too are in a situation where you have an opportunity to share your love, your joy, and your laughter. And in sharing, you will find that you feel even more full. There is no need to go anywhere or to make any special effort. You find that you can enjoy sensuality without possessiveness or attachment, can give birth to a child or to a new project with an equal sense of creativity fulfilled. Everything around you seems to be coming together now. Enjoy it. Ground yourself in it, and let the abundance in you and around you overflow. As you move above to the 4th center, that is the heart, your whole life becomes a sharing of love. The 3rd center has created the abundance of love. By reaching to the 3rd center in meditation, you have become so overflowing with love, with compassion, and you want to share. It happens at the 4th center, the heart. That's why even in the ordinary world, people think love comes out of the heart. For them, it is just hearsay. They have heard it. They don't know it because they have never reached to their heart. But the meditator finally reaches to the heart. As he has reached to the center of his being, the third center, suddenly an explosion of love and compassion and joy and blissfulness and benediction has arisen in him with such a force that it hits his heart and opens the heart. The heart is just in the middle of all of your 7 centers, 3 centers below and 3 centers above. You have come exactly to the middle.
Wow.
So that is the here and the now. And now the bottom card is this card, which is the past life influences.
Aloneness.
Looks like fucking Schmeagol.
It does. It does.
All right, so this is gonna another major card. Actually, it's another major card. Shit. Well, at least there's a little bit of a light that is he's staring at. Looks like he's at the edge of the world.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, this will be quite interesting as well. Yeah, another major card. Number 9, powerful number. Aloneness, major. It's got no titles. Says when there is no significant other in our lives, we can either be lonely or enjoy the freedom that solitude brings. Very, very, very interesting first sentence there, especially for you, Karen.
Yeah.
So when there is no significant other in our lives, we can either be lonely or enjoy the freedom that solitude brings. When we find no support among others for our deeply felt truths, we can either feel isolated and bitter or celebrate the fact that our version is strong enough even to survive the powerful human need for the approval of family, friends, or colleagues. If you are facing such a situation now, be aware of how you are choosing to view your aloneness and take responsibility for the choice you have made. The humble figure in this card glows with a light that emanates from within. One of Gautam Buddha's most significant contributions to the spiritual life of humankind was to insist to his disciples, be a light unto yourself. Ultimately, each of us must develop within ourselves the capacity to make our way through the darkness without any companions, maps, or guide. When you are alone, you are not alone. You are simply lonely. And there is a tremendous difference between loneliness and aloneness. When you are lonely, you are thinking of the other. You are missing the other. Loneliness is a negative state. You are feeling that it would have been better if the other was there. Your friend, your wife, your mother, your beloved, your husband. It would have been good if the other was there, but the other is not. Loneliness is the absence of the other. Aloneness is the presence of oneself. Aloneness is very positive, because it is a presence, overflowing presence. You are so full of presence that you can fill the whole universe with your presence, and there is no need for anybody.
Wow.
Okay. And
That's deep.
yeah, it tends to do that. And so the insight into the paradox is just fanning the rest of this, and then
Maturity.
well, nice.
Is that the third eye?
Yeah, there's the daisy at the head. Yeah,
Oh, is that what it is? It's hard to tell.
yeah, it's like a daisy.
But it looks like the third eye.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Or like a lotus. Oh yeah, like a lotus flower. Let's see. Oh. So this is the insight into the paradox. Oh wow, there's still so many cards I haven't got yet.
Yankees ready to watch. Wow, I can't believe Aaron Judge is doing batting practice when it's so dark outside.
God damn it, where the hell is it? I can't find it. It's a sneaky one. Seriously, break. This is ridiculous. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Sheesh. Okay, this is Rainbows, the physical. This figure stands alone, silent yet alert. The inner being is filled with flowers that carry the quality of springtime and regenerate wherever he goes. This inner flowering and the wholeness that he feels affords the possibility of an unlimited movement. He can move in any direction. Within and without, it makes no difference, as his joy and his maturity cannot be diminished by externals. He has come to a time of centeredness and expansiveness. A white glow around the figure is his protection and his light. All of life's experiences have brought him to this time of perfection. When you draw this card, know well that this moment carries a gift. For hard work well done. Your base is solid now, and success and good fortune are yours, for they are the outcome of what has already been experienced within. The distinction between the grasses and the blossoms is the same as between you not knowing that you are a Buddha and the moment you know that you are a Buddha. In fact, there is no way to be otherwise. Buddha is completely blossomed, fully opened. His lotuses, his petals have come to a completion. Certainly, to be full of spring yourself is far more beautiful than the autumn dews falling on the lotus leaves. That is one of the most beautiful things to watch, when autumn dews fall on the lotus leaves and shine in the morning sun like real pearls. But of course, it is a momentary experience. As the sun rises, the autumn dews start evaporating. This temporary beauty cannot be compared, certainly, with an eternal spring in your being. You look back as far as you can, and it has always been there. You look forward as much as you can, and you will be surprised. It is your very being. Wherever you are, it will be there, and the flowers will continue to shower on you. This is spiritual spring. Yeah, wherever you go, you're taking, you're going to be there with us. you can't escape life's problems just by going to a new location. That's for damn sure.
No, you can't. Not the real problems anyway. Not the ones that mean anything.
Yep. So yeah, that was your 3 cards. First one was
Sharing.
second one,
Aloneness.
yeah, and then maturity.
Yeah.
The first was what was it representing? The here and the now. And then the second was past life influences, aloneness. And then the insight into the paradox, which is maturity. Quite makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense to me. It blows my mind how relevant those cards are when you read them.
Yeah, it always seems to do that. Like it's like almost specific.
It's very specific. Very specific, even to today. Just how I've been feeling all day today. Very specific.
What's up, PP and Darren? Leads rules. Tim Truth still out there. There was a gravity dam. That's why missiles test. Is that on YouTube? What's up, Centered Truth? KDO was here for a bit. Peace out, hope for truth. Censored truth and hope for truth. A pyramid scheme. What's up, Chess? John Rich. We got a good crowd. I'm gonna wrap this up in the next 12 minutes here. Let's see here. How about this? I'm gonna pour myself one more drink. Listen to this. It's called Eye Contact and Attraction by Jordan Peterson. This will be good. I've already listened to it, but I need to listen to it again. Again. That's the Canadian way of saying again. Again.
Even something as simple as like eye contact.
You can hear that, right?
Yes.
It's Jordan Peterson sounds like Kermit the Frog. Even something like I can't even. Or even something like eye contact. Or
hey ho.
Even something as simple as like eye contact in a situation where there's a possibility of finding a sexual partner is a very important component of that, because eye contact indicates interest, and it also indicates, at least in principle, the possibility of approach. And so approach is dopaminergically mediated, and it's a positive emotional state. And that's also why, interestingly enough, you go into a pharmacy, and there's a rack of magazines, and what's on the cover? Almost always. Beautiful woman. Like on 50% of the men's magazines, there's a beautiful woman, and on like 100% of the women's magazines, which is really interesting, because you might think, well, why is that? Well, and the woman's eyes are always looking out in a way that they're looking at you. So there was some interest. So it's an invocation of interest. And so, magazines evolve. All the ones that don't get bought fail. And so what's happened is they all converge to the same point. And the same point is the thing that's maximally interesting to a magazine purchaser is a beautiful female face, whether it's male or female. Now, on the male side, there's also gadgets of all sorts. So, and that may be because men are more gadget-oriented than women. So, anyways, and we also know that, for example, with men, if you show them, this is a funny little study. So you show them the face of a beautiful woman, and her eyes are looking that way, or this way, or they're looking right at you. You can check the activity in the dopaminergic center in a place called the nucleus accumbens, which is the same place that cocaine hits. Face on eye contact, that thing lights up. It lights up even more if she's wearing a red dress. Right, and you can get the same kind of light up with a red curvy sports car. Yeah. So my thought when I read that was the perfect situation is like a beautiful girl dressed in red, perched on a sports car with some cocaine. Why red? That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, that's wrong. I do know why red. Ripe fruit. Women co-evolved with ripe fruit.
Ripe fruit.
Very sneaky of you, by the way. So that's why you know that you just have to leaf through a women's magazine, and lipstick is always associated with like apples that are glistening in some way, or a peach or something like that. And we were primarily fruit eaters, and the reason we have color vision is to detect fruit, ripe fruit. And so part of the reason that also part of the reason that fruit turns red or colors when it ripens is because the fruit that was successfully eaten by creatures that distributed the seeds was the fruit that was ripe when it was eaten. And so as the color vision evolved, maybe there was a red tint for God only knows what reason, then a positive feedback loop developed, and fruit got redder and redder, and at the same time, women capitalized on that. So that's partly, I think, what explains the association between Eve and the apple in Genesis, because Genesis is also a story about gaining sight. So yeah, so that's why red. So that's pretty funny. I really think that's pretty funny. So, you know, evolved sensory significance is absolutely everywhere. You know, it's so deep inside of us. Oh yeah. Red's a significant color, but I mean, and it's funny too because say there's a flushed face. Well, that means it's infused with blood. It's also a sign of health. It's also a sign of sexual arousal, but it is a sign of health. And so you see, in old coke ads from the 1930s, the girl's cheeks are so red that it looks like she has a fever. So it's often it's a form of sexual signaling that indicates health. So that's another part. I mean, these are multiply determined, right? If anything as complex as vision. Yeah, blood means hey.
What I heard that Jordan Peterson is like the dumb guy's smart man. I read that the other day and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's true. Let's see here. Jordan Peterson. Dumb guy's smart man. Jordan Peterson is the stupid man's smart person. See, I'm gonna listen to this real quick. Not really, but I'm gonna listen to this will be the final thing. In the meantime, Karen, you still here?
I am. I just muting.
All right, cool. What do you think of Jordan Peterson?
I'm not familiar with who that is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like people like Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
Well, you have someone who, I mean, Milo is near. Sorry, that echo. Milo is nowhere near Dr. Jordan Peterson's level. Dr. Jordan Peterson's a fucking psychologist, therapist, and college professor, lecturer, author. He's going to start his own online university. Probably going to be free or very cheap and affordable. And he's really good. You should watch some of his stuff. Although he doesn't look highly on flat earthers, but he was a guest on Joe Rogan recently. He's really good. But I am going to listen to this after we're done chilling, because I'm just chilling here. I'm just hanging out. I had a bunch of things, but I just don't care to I'm enjoying doing nothing at the moment. So today's Friday. So now every day, you know the story of the solstice, December 21st, where the Sirius star goes beneath the horizon. That Orion's belt it's attached to, or at least pointing to. And the Orion's belt represents the three kings. And so since Sirius goes underneath the horizon for 3 days, and then Orion is missing, and that's when Jesus goes into the cave. And then when the star Sirius arises from the horizon, because this 21st of December is the longest and darkest day, and then from there on out, the days get longer and longer instead of shorter. So today's the 21st, so now they're the 22nd, so now the days are or this day is long, or it's the sun will be out now longer. And yeah, you heard of that one, right?
Yes.
The resurrection story. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's like, why? I would hope more people know that. Like, shouldn't, and they take their stuff so seriously, and they don't even know where their own stories came from. It's very strange. If I know more than you on the stories of the Bible that you are more animate about than I am. Why would I be animate about that? It's very strange. Very strange. Very weird. What you gonna do? Jordan Peterson is the stupid man's smart person. Very interesting. Oh, he's also very animate against transgenderism, and because he doesn't want to. That would be changing your pronouns. You're getting people to call you certain words. Meaning you get to control what people call you. It's quite interesting. And so Jordan Peterson doesn't follow that, and he goes, I'll never call you by a particular pronoun, and if I ever get jailed, I'll stop eating, and I'll go on strike, and I'll make a big deal out of it. And so it'll get bad if anything ever happens to that guy. It's like he'll say he'll go on hunger strike if he ever gets jailed about any of his views. I thought that was genius. That's some fucking Mahatma Gandhi shit. It's funny how. Have you ever heard of anyone talking shit about Mahatma Gandhi? Like, God, what a.
No.
Yeah, apparently he was in British CIA.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was working with pushing the English, the European agenda.
Well, who knows? You know what? Maybe he was. I mean, they made a movie about the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been. He could have been just part of the plan, just like every ever famous son of a bitch. Anybody that they glorify, they're all just part of the plan. Just some icon put out into public to sway your thinking, to influence your thought process.
Did you ever hear any shit on Mother Teresa?
Oh yeah, I heard all kinds of crap about Mother Teresa.
Did you the conspiracy story about Princess Diana still alive?
Princess Diana and what?
She's still alive.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody famous who dies is like living in unknown land somewhere. That's what they say, right?
Well, apparently, yeah, they do say that. But apparently, Princess Diana faked her death, and now she's married to Elton John as a transgender man.
People are very creative. I'll give them that. I'll give them that.
And obviously, Elton John is look Elton John. He is a Gibbs.
I feel like all the people who are getting A's in the creative writing class, like that's who's in the conspiracy theory scene. It's all the people who are writing doing well in creative writing, right? And now they're here and they're making up all this crazy shit.
It's so hilarious. Oh, I heard Dell's a Satanist now.
Oh,
You know that one?
Dell?
Yeah, Dell. He's a Satanist now because of his tattoos.
Because of what?
His tattoos.
Oh yeah, I'm satanic because of my. I'm the no, I'm the Masonic rock star. That's what they call me now. The Masonic rock star.
Yeah, I heard that.
I was like, dude, that's like the coolest name ever.
RF. Yeah, but no, it's very interesting. Everyone's just pointing blame at one another and not doing anything. It's like, what? That's not. I don't know. It's just a shame. All the hate, all the slander.
It really is. It really is.
Sucks. In my opinion, it's slowed things down over the past couple months, but at least more and more people are.
I agree. You know what? It has really slowed things down. It really has.
Yeah, but at least other people are coming out, and it's not gonna stop anything. If fucking Matt Powerlink, Dubé, and everyone, everyone, Patty Steer, and Sergeant asshole. If I stopped and we all stopped, it still wouldn't. It wouldn't slow anything down. And I don't think so. I think honestly that would speed things up. It would be like, whoa, what just happened? But,
no, it wouldn't stop because it's gotten big enough now where it literally has a life of its own now. It's got a life of its own now. It's going. Nobody's gonna stop it.
It's a meme now. It's going full war. Very interesting. And Terrence McKenna said, "The best meme will win." He said that. He said that this is a war of memes. It's interesting because like I don't even think like memes were created yet.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, what was he thinking? What was a meme in the terms that he was using it?
Well, he stole it from Richard Dawkins, and Richard Dawkins, the famous atheist. You know him, right?
Yes.
He coined the term meme, and so Terrence was talking about genes and memes and comparing them genes to memes, and he was saying that memes. He's like, you all know what a meme is, right? Yeah, a meme is the smallest unit of like picture or text, and yet it still packs a punch. And he goes, a gene is the smallest unit of the chemical compound, is the DNA. So he said, what a gene is to the biology of a human, a meme is to the knowledge of a human and how it spreads. And so the best meme will win. And so and it's so interesting how the globalists are so scared of memes. And I even made a video about it. I said, spread memes. The globalists are scared of the memes, and it's interesting the responses I got from that. It was obviously 99% positive, but the 1%, like, and they were still making fun of the memes. Like the 1% that you were making fun. Well, no, my meme, no, your meme's dead. The globe hoax meme is done. This shit's prehistoric. It's going back to the old days. It's interesting because like it's gone through peaks and valleys where the flat earthers would literally kill the globe earthers back in the old days. If you even mentioned it, you'd be thrown in jail or killed immediately. And and I thought that was very interesting. And then the globe earthers took that tactic from the flat earthers and they convinced everyone that it was the globe. and then they'll actually kill you if you think it's flat. You're a witch and a heretic. And, so then they pull the old classic switcheroo, and it's been that way for the past 5,000 years, give or take. And now people are arguing. Now they don't. Now everyone. It's very. Now everyone's living in a state of I don't know what the hell's going on. People think it's, and it's interesting because that word round, like, I won't allow them to use that because it's flat and round. You better say it's a ball or a sphere or a pear or a blade spheroid. Make up your mind, because it's flat and round, and actually it could be flat, round, and a ball at the same time.
Well, if the ball was fucking huge.
Exactly.
Huge.
That's what I mean.
Like 10 times the size they say it is huge.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm glad that you actually recognize that. So that means, yeah, it's like, that's called the multi-model. It's flat, it's round, it's a ball, it's hollow, it's infinite. It's I mean, I see that the stars are going around us. I see that the sun and moon are right there, local.
It ain't what they fucking say it is. That's all I know. It isn't what they say.
Have you ever seen the clouds behind the sun or the moon? I have.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. I've seen the clouds behind the sun and the moon, and with clouds in front of it at the same time, where there's literally a giant. You know how there's like a giant cloud floating by, and it's clearly I'm staring at the moon, and then a giant cloud front goes by and it goes like this. Hold on, it goes like this. See how it's behind? See that?
Yeah.
So the clouds go like this. It's the moon's right here. I see a giant cloud front, and it's going like this. But then I see a cloud. I see at the same exact time clouds that go like this. So that means that the clouds are in behind and in front, and that's proof right there that they're local objects or local things, local luminaries, right? And I've seen that since I've been young. Like, that's why it didn't take much convincing to me. Like, oh yeah, I've been like the stars, Karen. How the stars are all, you know how the P900 catches all of the spectrums of the colors of the rainbow, and it's like, and it's all the spectrums, and it almost looks like it's a 3D object, doesn't it? Almost look like it's a 3D. Like it's a ball almost, but like if you really stare at it, it's a circle of light, and that circle of light is doing different waves. The way that, I don't know, it could be a ball, could be a puck. I don't know. I don't know. But I've looked up at the stars my whole entire life, and with my own two eyes, I've seen the different the waves and how the colors of the star are changing their rainbow. I've seen it with my own two eyes growing up. So when I bought the P900 in 2015 and looked up, and I seen exactly what I saw my entire life growing up. Holy shit! I'm zooming up, and now I've zoomed up on what my eyes have seen my whole life. I saw with my own bare eyes my whole life all of the colors of the rainbow and flickering and shimmering. And then when I zoomed in with the P900 and I saw it and it confirmed it, and now I'm like, holy shit! I saw that my whole life. I've seen that my whole life, and now it's like confirmed. It's like, whoa, that's just a weird. It's a weird, because I wasn't thinking about the flat Earth when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So it's just a weird weird thing. I don't know what to call it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
yeah, so
What did
look
it
up more.
What did it for me was two things really. First, the sun. I remember being very, when I was a kid and looking up and the sky was kind of cloudy and the sun was behind the clouds and it was filtered just enough where you could see the perfect disk of the sun. And I remember as a kid sitting there looking up and being able to see the perfect outline of the sun through the clouds and thinking, wow, the sun looks like it's just right there. It's right there. It's just right there. And then the other thing that got me was the the whole atmosphere of Earth and not being sucked away by the vacuum of space. Like when I was a kid, it used to blow my mind. I was like, how is space not sucking our air away? How is that not happening? I never understood it. And I just stopped thinking about it for so long.
Hmm.
And then I
Yeah.
found flat Earth and I saw that picture of the sun rays. It's like the little triangle. Does this look like 93 million miles away to you? And I was like, fuck no, it never did. Never looked like it was 93 million miles away.
That's a crepuscular race.
Yeah.
So, talking science here, folks,
Yes, the crepuscular rays. And then the atmosphere thing. And then it was like, it all makes sense. Everything makes more sense on a flat Earth. Everything.
I was landscaping. I was working landscaping in Buffalo with my buddy Phil, and I look up and I'm like, dude, look at those clouds behind the sun and in front of the sun, and I'm like, you see how there's just really big trees and forestry everywhere, and I'm like, you see how the light is coming in parallel at us specifically, and we can feel the warmth. I'm like, for that one little second, and then it goes away. I'm like, that can only happen if the sun was local, and like if the sun was 93 million miles away, it would all come in parallel in a singular ray. It wouldn't be a focused heat beam. Like it would come in a giant singular ray, you know. And it's interesting because now it's like now they all know. They all know. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all know. Like the family and friends, all the scientists and everyone, and they all know. They all talk about it. They talk about it behind your back.
Yeah.
Before I debated the globe earther, he said he was debating a whole bunch of flat earthers before me, and to get ready. And I was like, oh, that's nice of you that you admit that. And I'm like, were they stupid? He's like, well, they definitely weren't as studied as you were. And it was just funny. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Some globe heads are nice, dude. There's a lot of good globe heads out there.
Yeah.
Oh. What's in your mind? How you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Better now that I've had 3 glasses of wine. I've had a rough day. Really rough day.
How's what's Candy up to?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to her very much today. I talked to her a little bit.
I wanted to get her on. I haven't seen. If she would have joined the chat, I would have had her jump on.
She's had a bad connection today. She hasn't even been messaging very much today. So you know the connection's bad when Candy ain't messaging. The satellites are broke.
Mm-hmm. Damn satellites. Let's see. So what are your major channels do you like to watch nowadays? What catches your attention the most on YouTube?
I really don't have a channel that I go to the most. I subscribe to a whole shit ton of channels. I turn the bell on for all of them, and then I go through, you know, when people upload stuff, and whatever catches my eye, that's what I watch. Because if I tried to keep up with all of it, I'd never leave the freaking house. I'd probably never eat. I'd probably never wash laundry. I'd never do anything because there's so much flat Earth content, and it's like, you know, when I first started Flat, I remember just waiting for days and days. Is somebody going to make another Flat Earth video? Like, what the fuck? And now there's so much I can't even keep up with it. So I just got to either go with what everybody else is like, hey, look at this video. This shit's awesome. And then I'll watch it, or something catches my eye. I mean, it's just by chance mostly what's, you know. So I don't really have a particular channel I go to all the time. It's just, you know, let the chips fall where they may. Whatever comes across my eyeballs, that's what I'll watch.
Yeah, I have so many videos up right now. Shit. What are your favorite musical things recently?
Music, dude, Twin Serpent. Have you heard?
Oh my god, yeah.
Twin Serpent. I felt like a stupid little fangirl. I was like watching their videos, and I was like, I love you. I love your music. Oh my god, I love it. They are awesome.
Yeah, I just found them.
Visuals they put together with like the sound and the mess and the lyrics. I mean, that's some sick shit right there. I love me some Twin Serpent.
All right. Which song should I put on right now?
Flat Talk. I love that song. Flat Talk.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever heard that one yet. Okay, here it is. 1 month ago. It's only got 51 views.
Yeah.
Is that?
I love it. Yes, I love that shit. Gives me the chills.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this on.
That's the shit right there.
I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. And they have all their stuff is good. And the other good one they have that I like is Where Do We Go From Here? I think it's called. Yeah.
Now that we know, where do we go from here?
Yeah, exactly. Now that we know, where do we go?
It's dope. So, Karen, you know about Turtle Earth, right? Obviously.
Turtle Earth.
You don't know about the old Turtle Earth?
Well, I mean, I've heard of it, and I've heard a little bit. I think I've heard Marlena talk about that. You know who Marlena is?
Yeah. Marlene effect.
Yeah.
And well, you find this interesting. Is I'm gonna mute you for a second. And I fucked up. Right. Is the turtle, you know, the turtle that we're on the back of is it Pennywise, the dancing clown, one of his many forms. The turtle is its natural enemy. The turtle that the humans are on the back of shell could be like shaped like this too. It's the shell. It's literally like a grove of giants and life. And in the Stephen King's franchise, the turtle is called Maturin, and it's it represents the creation of all life, and it, the demon, represents the consumption. So it's a constant yin and yang fight between the turtle, which is creation, and it, the demon, which is consumption, eats children, versus a children maker. Interesting. I just watched both the It films recently, and I figured out that the turtle is the natural enemy of it, and I was like, holy shit, it's fucking mind blowing. Pretty cool. What do you think about that, Karen?
That is cool. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
Yeah, so and now the sequel, it might feature the story of the turtle, and it has a flat disc, on its back. Its back is the flat Earth. It's quite interesting. It's basically the demon of his natural enemy is the flat Earth. It's the turtle, the flat Earth turtle. This is mind blowing. Put that together, I was like, okay, this is fucking weird. Yeah, giants. Sea turtle's favorite food is jellyfish. Elf 16 elf.
16 Alpha V.
The hell's that?
He's a guy who's on the Discord server, ODD's Discord server.
Oh, okay.
He's cool.
Alright. Am I on ODD's Discord server? Shit, I don't even think I am yet. He's in my fucking group.
If you want on, let me know. And well, now that I'm admin there, I can make you a gold member if you want.
Well, shit, yeah, of course.
Wait, are you on here?
No, I'm not in.
Okay, I'm gonna send you an invite. It's a whole new server. It's under new management. It got a little messy in there for a bit.
Oh, jeez. Bunch of dirty trolls.
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't the trolls making it messy.
Moles?
No. It
A
was
mole is an evolved troll.
no. This was. I don't want to really get into it, but
okay.
They were other supposed flat earthers.
Where was that? Where did you send that to?
I sent you a link through Messenger. Did you get it?
For a second, but it disappeared. Now I can't find it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wow.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to join it now? You need to let me know so I can catch you when you get in there.
Yeah, I'm going to join right now. From here. That sounds sick. Yeah. Yeah, I just got booted from Celebrate Truth Discord the other day.
Did you? Why? What did you do?
Nothing. Nothing. I I hold on a sec. Okay, cool. I did a religious discourse. I'm gonna start doing this religious discourse stuff where I'm just gonna be I'm gonna invite religious talk, and I was reading off Derek Nelson, one of the members of Celebrate Truth, comments in the chat section. I was reading off his Bible quotes, and I was literally complimenting him, like, "Oh, that was nice. That was beautiful. Thanks for sharing that." And then out of nowhere, he's like, "Oh, well, I could tell you're a silly heathen," and I'm like, "So I have to boot you from the group." And like, I've been like reading off his comments for like an hour, and then out of nowhere, he said that. It's like, wow. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm so happy not to be part of a fucking group full of fucking hypocrites. Oh, you got a promotion. Oh. So let's see here. Apparently, he doesn't have a bot say hello and welcome.
No, he doesn't have one that welcomes you to the server. We just have this room. When you first get onto the server, you show up in the members log, and that's where anybody who joins, that's where it shows up. The only thing that shows up in that room is when people show up.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you came in and I hooked you up right away.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What's that one song? How do you like me now? Is that? So what are the rules to this? Because Discords have different rules.
There's in the welcome channel, there's rules. English, please, because we can't monitor foreign languages. Keep it civil. Try to post to the correct channel. Don't spam. Religion and politics are allowed, but please do not force your beliefs on others or disrespect other people's beliefs. No harassment, no bugging, no illegal stuff, no explicit content, no Flat Earth Society. It's pretty simple, actually. I mean,
fair enough.
I don't think it's over the top.
Nice and simple.
Mm-hmm.
I like me now. So let's see. Put this on low. Check out the comments. Fair enough. And I'm about to go on another Twin Serpent binge.
Twin Serpent is the shit. I really like that.
So what are your see here today? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got planned for the weekend.
Nothing. I own this weekend. All by myself.
Nice. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome. They're supposed to put out another song here pretty soon, I thought I heard them say.
Let's see here. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits. Get some food in me.
Mm-hmm.
Eat. I think I'm gonna cook up a little egg, put it on a sandwich, and eat that. Call it a night. Maybe watch a little Twin Serpent after that. But I should have changed this to the casual Karen B and Dan talk. Cause yeah, I'm just chilling. I didn't feel like getting deep into anything, but it was cool just to catch up with you a little bit, talk with you.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you too.
Without getting people pointing fingers. Yeah, projectors. But yeah, so we'll do this again. I just wanted to touch base with you, as a professional would say. I just wanted to touch base, and and yeah, thanks for hopping on with me, and we'll definitely talk soon. And yeah, everyone subscribe to Karen B. Everyone should be already subscribed to if you're subscribed to me. And yeah, you have anything else to say before I cut it off?
Subscribe to Twin Serpent. Support your local flat earther. That's my saying. Support your local flat earther and support your not so local flat earther.
Thank you, 16 Alpha, and yeah, sub to Twin Serpent and ODD, and even though he's pulling a Brian Mullen at the moment, just chilling in the dark web. Yeah, there's a
No, ODD's around. He's around. He's okay. Actually, I probably talked to him more today than I've talked to him ever in like the last few months. But he's around and he's all right. He's got a new job, he's got a family, he's got kids, he's making music, he's making videos. He's a busy guy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That really is. People think it's like, you can get in touch with people, but I don't know, it's just their schedule has to free up. That's all. So don't take offense. People are like, oh, I tried to get a hold of you for so long, and it's like, oh my god, man. So now I'm your enemy because, oh geez. But so yeah, thank you, Karen. I'm gonna close this out. Eat up some food and get some sleep. Pack my stuff up because I'll be getting out of here soon. I'm moving out of San Diego.
Where are you going? Do you know where you're going?
Yeah. I mean, not really, but I'm going to. Like I said, my dad just had a successful heart surgery, so I'm gonna go back and help my mom and dad out for a little bit. But after that,
Coast.
Hmm?
You coming back to the East Coast?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go. I'll probably go somewhere in the middle, probably Colorado-ish.
Man, I've been thinking about Colorado myself.
So obviously, there's a big flat Earth crowd, one of the best flat Earth states in America, and that'd be cool. A lot of people there.
Yeah, I got family there, got friends there.
Me too. Friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a possible destination, very highly likely. So, but I don't like to. That's as far as I'll go. I don't like to even talk too much about my. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's all right, but you don't want to let too many people know because people are sick, sadistic motherfuckers. And
true that. That is true. Yeah. I've learned that lesson the hard way in the past few weeks.
So, yeah. I don't even like to. It's like, why even let anyone know like anything about your personal life or what you're doing? It's fucking.
Yeah, don't. Only let the people that you trust know.
So yeah, I'll tell little things like that, but because you don't know when I'm going. But yeah, thank you, Karen, and we'll talk again soon.
All right, Dan. Take it easy.
All right, thank you. Much love to you and to your family, and we'll talk soon. See you. See you on the other side, good folks. The flat side.
Much love, y'all.